Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Come on up in here. What's up, Lorenzo? We're going to talk a little bit about Keyshawn Davis, but the aftermath of him faking, getting caught, YouTube, people going out on him, getting thrown out the arena, all kinds of problems, man. You know, the young kid is out of control. Will just hurt him. Would have hurt him fighting in Norfolk. Would bother him, put him back in the dirt. You know, just to teach him a lesson. Y'all come on up in here and let's talk about what's going on with Keyshawn Davis, man. Because I think the kid is just out of control. He needs some help. He's too hyper. See, it's like all that welling, all that pump faking gone wrong. All the faking he was doing, all the calling people out, all knowing he couldn't make the weight, all this stuff is now coming to fruition, knowing that he was just doing a lot of talking. That's it. That's it. A lot of talking. Talking about he can fight a Doodle Mason now and all this stuff, knowing he couldn't make the weight no more. You know? I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say about him, man. Somebody need to pull that kid aside, you know, tell him to calm down and get it together. But I know who I need. I know who I need to see him fight now. He's at 140. Now that he's at 140, I don't want to see him fighting up but two people. Teofimo Lopez and Gary Antoine Russell. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what the kid is really about. If you want to give him a title shot off the bat, let's give him a title shot. No pump faking, no all that hollering and screaming and faking and yelling and pushing people, think he intimidating people. No, let's put him in the ring with people he can't intimidate. You know, let's put him in the ring, Lorenzo, with people he can't intimidate. People ain't scared of all that hollering and screaming, knowing he's the bigger fighter, all the weight bullying he been doing. I've been telling you, the kid is just big, man. Big. We knew he couldn't make that weight. He was having problems. But he tried to pull a fast one. He tried to pull a fast one. Real Boston, how you feeling about DB3 crashing out? What's up, Real Boston? Hit that like button while you're up in here, man. Double tap the screen. I feel he was faking. All that faking he be doing, all that fake gangster. So see, let me tell y'all something, man. These bosses ain't like that, man. You know, he fighting in his home, trying to his hometown, trying to impress people and stuff like that, man. It's just crazy. If y'all just getting in here and you got a ranch, the first thing you should be doing is hitting that like button, man. What's your take on T.O. signing with PBC? Well, first you gotta get out of the contract if he signed with PBC. You know, gold member. He got to get out the contract. Nice, where you been, champ? You owe me something, man. You ain't been here in a minute, man. You know, you got a super chat or something, cash out or something, man. Where you been? He said, and y'all said Shakur ran against Edwin Keyshawn Duck. Oh shit. Yeah. It's just unfortunate, man. The kid, he overhyped. First of all, he overhyped himself. Because if you're a real boxing fan and you know boxing, you know he hadn't fought anybody to hype him up, to really say he's like that. You know, if you are a real boxing fan, he hasn't fought anyone to really give kudos to. He just all hype. You know, you see some skills, you see the skills, but until he get in there with somebody who just as hype and like he is, and somebody who not gonna move, not gonna run, and has a little bit of skills, he ain't even fought a C-level opponent yet. That's just my opinion. Especially when you bring fighters down and all that stuff don't work. He had celebrities come in and everything. This fight would have made him a big name, and he blew it. Yeah, well, he was getting there, nice, 1,000%. He was getting there, man, and he blew it. He blew it, and he seemed like he didn't care. He was in there eating popcorn and all that stuff, man. It was Only Keyshawn and Keon. Calvin was not a part of the madness. He took his L like that's how you're supposed to take it. You're supposed to take it like a professional and keep going, and keep going. Lancer in the building. What's going on? Much love from Stockton. Just pulled up just live in the vibes reel. What's up, Thomas? Hit the like button. Double tap the screen, man. We talking boxing. Um, Something they need to sue him to teach him a lesson. First of all, they need to sue him to teach him a lesson. All that fake gangster, all that crazy talking he doing, and nah, man, nah, he gotta learn. Calm your little butt down, man. Make weight, be a professional, and go about your business and do what you gotta do. Then you can do all that hollering and screaming after you done won the fight. But, he ain't do all that. I noticed Shakur was not at the fight. You think there's something? Nah, man. Shakur say he locked in, right? Shakur got his own problem. Shakur got his own problem, man. He can't act hard looking like Steve Urkel. Go, Bill, stupid. Nah, nice. Shakur got his own thing coming up next month, man. He got problems himself, I mean, you can't go to all the fights, man. Big Dog is in the building. What's going on, Big Dog? Hit the like button, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Come on up in here, man. Well and gone wrong, man. All that faking and pump faking. He in his hometown acting like an idiot. Cash out Keyshawn needs another stay in the mental hospital. But I blame you guys. I blame some of you guys because y'all overhyped them. Especially you, Big Dog. Every time I say something about these young kids, oh, Lou, you hating on these young fighters. I mean, I tell it like it is, man. When you in there doing all that hollering and screaming and calling everybody out, pump faking, and we see you having problem making weight. We see you 2 times bigger than them dudes at 135. But then you pump fake, tell Abdullah Mason after you beat this guy, you're going to beat this guy. Come on, man. And you knew you couldn't make weight? Here's a problem, man. He knew he couldn't make weight, you guys. He knew it. Calvin Davis blamed black fans in his tweet. Clown behavior. That what he said? I ain't gonna. He said black fans. Oh my God. What the black fans do? What did the black fans do, man? That's crazy. No, blame your idiotic brothers. That's what he need to do. Blame his idiotic brothers. Got the babies, got everybody out there, and you acting an idiot, don't even care you had. Allen Iverson, Michael Vick come there and try to support you, man, and you overweight. So Bob through with it. I'm telling you, if it's 2 people Bob is through with right now, it's Teofimo and Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn career tank. Crawford single and having a midlife crisis. What a weekend of boxing. Pull up his tweet. He tried to. I'm not even subscribed to him. Calvin Davis. He tried to act unbothered when he was eating the popcorn, but I know he. Oh yeah, nice. I said that. I said it when I went live on the Fight Saturday. He's bothered. He got to be bothered. Yeah, he's bothered. He real bothered, man. You let people down acting like an idiot. You let people down acting like an idiot, man. People come try to support you and you act like an idiot? Man, where they do that at? If I'm Bob, I'm telling you, I give him the Mikey Garcia treatment for at least a year. For at least a year, I give him the Mikey Garcia treatment. Sometimes you got to put these dudes in their place, man. Sometimes, to show them that you ain't having all that stuff, man. Let me see what it is. Sometimes you just gotta put them dudes in their place, man. Put them on the end so they'll be missing that money. So they'll be missing that money. That's exactly what you do. So, we're gonna see, man. But like I said, I don't want to see Keyshawn fighting but two people. I don't care. Keyshawn need to fight Gary Antoine Russell. Let's see what you're working with, champ. Or Teofimo Lopez. Winners of the weekend: De Los Santos, Abdullah, and Naya. Yeah. Shit. You may wait and then you got 450 million. Of course, Scooter Davis is the truth. I keep telling y'all, definitely one of the my favorite. You know, yeah, Scooter Davis body shot. I keep telling y'all, Scooter Davis is going to be the next big thing in a year. I'm getting this time next year. Scooter Davis is going to be talked about, and he signed with Top Rank, I think. Shoot, he gonna be in, anytime, any Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And he signed with Top Rank. Oh man, nah. Check the article out, Lou. I go to Boxing News and check it out. But we're gonna see what happened. Because who do y'all want him to see? Or do y'all want to see him be put down? Keep him out the ring for 6 to 7 months. What you think? Mason is the future. It looks like he fixed them desired issue. We can't say that, man, because Nakatilla ain't throw no punches. He ain't really do nothing. He didn't even look high when he got in the ring, man. I don't know about Nakatilla. Joaquin is in the building. What's up, Joaquin? Who's the weakest link at 140? I don't think it is a weak link. Who's the champion? Alberto Perlu, he good. Gary Antoine, good. Teofimo, good. Who the other champion at 140? Who I'm missing? Why I'm getting brain locked? Rolly ain't no champ at 140. Who the champ at 140, y'all? Who the WBC champ, first of all? Alberto Prelude. Okay. Gary Antoine, the WBA. Teofimo, the WBO. Who the IBF champion at 140? I can't remember. See how you get brain locked real quick? Oh yeah, Richard Hitchens. There you go. That's the weakest link right there. That's the weakest link. There you go. Richard Hitchens is the weakest link at 140. He the weakest link. I'm just saying. See? Richard Hitchens is the weakest link at 140. Africa got a belt. Yeah, he the weakest link. So there you have it, man. I don't want to see Africa and Teofimo Lopez. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Africa and Gary and Keyshawn Davis. No. Keyshawn need to be put in T-Ho, the weakest link, bro. Nah, Africa. Keyshawn got we can do all that talk about Teofimo Lopez. T.O. got skills. If he ain't playing around and, if he trained. Africa he just a boxer like Shakur Stevenson with no power. He has no power. None. Keyshawn ain't taking no IBF route with his weight bully. Well, if he trained the same way, remember, he'll make it. He was just 139.5, right? So he can make 140. I heard the Steel's mouthpieces out the gym. Stop listening to WitchCon, man. Stop listening to Southpaw, man. Southpaw funny though. But yeah, man. This was terrible. If I'm Virginia, do I want him having another hometown fight after all that chaos? And Virginia's the Commonwealth. Virginia don't play that. If dude take him to court, Keyshawn might be in trouble, giving out some money or something. They might even put him on probation just for that. Virginia will put you on probation just for that, man. So he might be in trouble. All that faking and capping he was doing, man, and he messing things up. T.O. Danning, David Hammy, T.O. what? Devin Haney of greatness. Oh, denying Devin Haney of greatness. Oh, okay. Damn, Mercado pulled out. Oh, he did? That dude, we got to see that dude in some more fight before we do that. Keyshawn showed how to destroy your brand in 2 days. Yeah, 1,000%, big dog. 1,000%. Y'all hit the like button if you're just getting up in here. I appreciate it, man. Let's talk about the craziness. And I know he thinking about it. I had all these stars coming to Virginia to support me, and I didn't make weight. I started fighting in the arena in front of my kids and all this stuff. 2 cents in the building. What's going on, 2 cents? You know, that's the craziest thing could have happened to Keyshawn Davis, man. Now he need to be humbled. TOA, $11 million duck. Ain't he had that boy intimidated? Okay, if y'all say so. What up, folks? And oh yeah, bro, I forgot to say F-Bud, Devin, Shakur, and now Keyshawn too. What's up, Jason? Y'all just getting up in here, man. Hit that like button. I appreciate it, man. Tell me what you guys thought about this weekend craziness. Blue Moon in the building. What's going on, champ? Fabio Worley could next face Anthony Joshua. Ex-rivalry of forgotten heavyweight in Tyson. Don't nobody want to see neither one of them bums. Neither one of them bums. Don't nobody want to see them dudes, man. Joshua need to go stay sleeping on his silk sheets. Worley got lucky and stopped the dude because he was losing every round. These dudes fake. They knit ready for the spot. Exactly. We know he's not, especially him. He's nowhere near ready for the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? He nowhere near ready for the spotlight, man. He do all that hollering and screaming 2 cents, all that welling and capping, man. I want this guy, I want this. Oh, come on, dude. You know, first we need to put him in there. First we need to put him in there with somebody who's gonna put them paws on him. He was moving up, yeah. He was on his way up. All he had to do was beat De Los Santos and then beat somebody else. And we would have seen what was going to happen. But, you know, if I'm Bob, I put him on ice. I put him on ice for a minute. Bob, I'm telling you, go listen to Bob's interview. Bob Ehrman is fed up with him and Teofimo. No joke. These dudes ain't good. Keyshawn too immature. He need a real mentor. He got a mentor, Tank. He love Tank. He need to call Tank. What I'm doing wrong, bro? I'm sorry. Oh my God. What I'm doing wrong, bro? I'm sorry. You know? Oh man, this stuff is crazy, man. I just hope, man, somebody pull him to the side and say he need to get his act together, man. Because if he don't get his act together, he gonna be left behind, man. I'm telling you, when you do stuff like that, it's gonna be a big, big problem in the future. They're not gonna want him. They're not gonna want him fighting in the arena. If that's all you're gonna do is start stuff. You know, sometimes you can oversell yourself. Sometimes you can oversell yourself, and I think that is what he's doing. He overselling himself. You know. Blue Moon, don't care nothing about Dylan White. I don't care nothing about Dylan White. Dylan White need to retire. I don't care nothing about Dylan White. Matter of fact, I don't care nothing about most of them UK fighters. All of them trash and on drugs and steroids. And ain't nothing but 3 of them that I really like. That's it, 3. Conor Ben, and that's 1. Daniel Dubois, and I think of the other one later. Lucky they ain't do that shit and saw. Oh man, he knew. They know better. They know where to act out at. You know, they know where to act out at. You know, all that DB3 brothers and all. They know do it in your hometown. They won't do it in nobody else's hometown. I guarantee you they won't do it in nobody else's hometown and go in somebody else's locker room. Can y'all imagine we was in Washington, D.C., they went and tried to do that stuff in Tank Davis' locker room? They wouldn't even made it out the arena. They wouldn't even made it out the arena. They'd have got mollywopped. They wouldn't even made it out. They probably would have been ambulance called to them dudes, man. See, they're just hometown cooking. You know, I don't got nothing against English fighters. I think they all done. They all has been. They've been fighting for so long, especially the heavyweights. That's all. I ain't got nothing to do. I like a lot of it. My favorite heavyweight, one of my favorite heavyweights, Lennox Lewis. They just them dudes, Dylan White, Anthony Joshua, and all them dudes. What's the dude that fought 50,000 times? And I think he gonna have brain trauma. What's his name, y'all? He just won. They give people cheeseburgers after the fight. He's done all these. They just they just keep refreshing them bombs. I don't want to see them dudes no more, man. Nobody care about Dylan White. His favorite cut is still the uppercut. Yeah, man. But I'm telling you, somebody need to teach him a lesson. And why not teach him a lesson with Gary Antoine Russell? Put him in there with Russell. Let's see what happens. Let's see if all that cockiness can settle down a little bit. You know, somebody that's gonna be on your ass for 3 minute rounds. Somebody got punching power. Somebody who can take a punch. You know, that's what we need to. That's what we need to see. You know, Blue Moon. Did you see the fight this weekend? We're not talking about UK fighters today. I'm just letting you know that you're wasting your time. If you didn't see the fight this weekend, you're wasting your time. You know, Derek Chisora. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he got CTE, and they still letting him fight. That's why I don't mess with none of them UK fighters, man. That man, he got CTE and all kinds of stuff. In about 5 more years, I guarantee you, he be talking like James Toney. He gonna be talking like James Toney. Derek Chisora shouldn't be fighting. He shouldn't be fighting. Nobody, all them dudes has-beens, man. Nobody want to see them dudes fight no more. UK need some new, fresh fighters out there. Heavyweights. I'm talking about heavyweights. Not CTE. Yeah, that man Derek Chisora got CTE, EFNG, Jason. He got everything. That man got everything. But Jason, big dog, what y'all feel about what should be the ramification for Keyshawn Davis? You know, what should be his ramification for what happened, man? Should they hold him tight, hold him accountable? You know what I mean? Hold him tight, hold him accountable, and stuff like that. You know, and that's what they should be doing, man. That's what they should be doing. He only getting a slap on the wrist, a small fine, and fake suspension. Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, well, which company said they're gonna press charges? Maybe he'll be getting some more money out of them. Maybe they'll be getting some more money out of them, man. Cause you gotta hit them where they hurt. You gotta hit them where he hurt, and the pockets will hurt him. 2-year ban, anger management classes plus 200. He like 2-year ban. Nah, give him a year. Give him a year. I'm with you. Give him a year. Give him 1 year. See, he the type of dude you got to prove a point to stop all that craziness. Give him a year. Sit your ass down. You know? Sit your ass down. That's what they need to be doing. Vic, hit that like button. Keyshawn back on that green. He probably is, but that's what they need to do. He need to be taught a lesson. He need to be taught a lesson, man. All that fake Albright ain't pressing charges. He going to get Dirty Bob to give a 2-fight deal. Nah, Bob ain't his manager. His manager, the dude to promote that he already said he pressing charges. He already said he pressing charges. So that's what they need to do. Calm this young dude down. But I blame you guys. I blame Big Dog and all you guys for making this dude think he was like that. When, he ain't fought nobody. Not nobody. But just because he was winning in the fashion he was winning in the shit talking he do, was people was listening to him and thinking about, When you talk good shit talking and back it up, people start to listen. Can't blame fans for a crash out. He got real issues. Oh, man. I bet I won't. I bet you I won't. I bet you I won't watch that. Nobody want to see him, man. That man done. He washed, man. Nobody listen to them UK fights. I was keep telling you, you're wasting your time, champ. You need, um, nah, man. But I'm blaming you guys, man. It's because of you guys he act like this. You know, it's because you guys he act like that. Keyshawn left his baby in a damn stroller to get involved in some dumb shit. Yeah. It just matters somebody just matters they to knock the stroller over or something. You know? Just imagine if they'd have knocked that stroller over while he out there faking, walking around with the little chains on and all that stuff, man. Boy, I'm telling you. They like I said, they know what to do with that at. They know what to do with that. He wouldn't did it in Philly. He wouldn't did it in Philly either. A lot of places they wouldn't did that stuff at. You know? New York. He wouldn't have did it in New York, because New York, oh, they'd have been in trouble up there. You know? So I don't know, man. It gotta be some real who blew. Don't listen to he talk real boss. He talking about them UK bombs, man. Nobody think about them UK bombs, man. Based on the history he has put out about himself, he's been a supplement long before he ever heard of him in the boxing community. Y'all hit the like button. I appreciate y'all. Mama always say, if they beat your brother, you jump them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Not if that's a sport that you participate in. Pacquiao is not Pacquiao is the Philippines. He been done. He shouldn't even be fighting. I don't even know why he's fighting. Manny Pacquiao is done. I ain't just talking about him, champ. But yet, they promoting him. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. Do we got any fights coming up this week? Anything worth talking about besides this idiot who want to pump fake, who don't want to make weight, who pump fake, don't want to make weight, get out there, eat popcorn like it's nothing ain't even happened, having fans and family, people fly, people waste hotel money, airplane fare to go watch this idiot, and he can't even make weight. Pack at the front of the line is hilarious, but he's likely still going to generate some decent money. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao, they're going to watch it. They're going to watch it. I tell you what, the more your boy will fight like he did last time, he might lose to that old man. He looked like shit his last fight. So he better get up and fight. But, Manny lost his last exhibition. But, they're going to sell it. They're going to sell his butt, man. That card going to be fire, though. That card is going to be fire. I'm looking forward to watching Pitbull of, what's his name, Faveras 2. That's going to be, now that's Mexican style boxing. Hitchens, what about Hitchens? Kambosos versus Africa this weekend. That's who's fighting? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Let me tell y'all, boy, George Kambosos got 9 lives. That dude, man, he lose to Manny for that belt, move up, now he get another shot at Richard Hitchens. Boy, George Kambosos, did Keyshawn damage his career lose temporarily? Yes, he did, temporarily. He can get it back if he start acting like an idiot, be grateful, respect the sport. Be grateful and respect the sport and stop being an idiot. Yeah, he can get it back. But in time, man, in time, he can get it back. Other than that, man, nobody want to see that crap, man. Canelo, well, we're going to see what happened with that. But Keyshawn can get it back. Y'all hit the like button. Don't jump off. Let me know y'all up in here. We got 20-something people up in here. Hit the like button. Come on up in here. Tell me what y'all thought about the clown Keyshawn Davis. Messing things up, setting his career back. He was on a good path. Um, how can he salvage his career and win back his fans? Shut up. That's how he can. Shut up. Be quiet. Train. Stop getting in these press conferences, overselling it, faking, knowing knowing you couldn't make weight, trying to be like Ryan Garcia, thought he was gonna flim flam De Los Santos to get in the ring with him, but it didn't happen. Damn, immaturity is running this boy. Yeah, yeah, and immature. All the hollering and screaming he be doing, all the faking he be doing, man, he gonna be in trouble. You know, like I said, he needs somebody to put them paws on him. Put him on there. Put him back in this place. So he can stop all that hollering and screaming. You know? Knowing he was a weight bully, knowing that he drained 2 fighters from 140 that came down to 135. You know, well, we tell the facts over fillers on the Rebuttal Entertainment. It's facts over fillers on the Rebuttal Entertainment. He needs a better PR team. Yeah, he needs somebody to talk for him or tell him what to say, how to act. But you know who quiet in all this? Fat Mac. Fat Mac is quiet in all this. Big Burger Bomac, he quiet in all this stuff. And he's the trainer, so he knew too. He the trainer. He knew the man wasn't making weight. Bomac knew the man wasn't making weight, but ain't nobody talking about him. You his trainer. You know? Instead of trying to hit people with the flim flam, he should have told everybody, nah, he ain't gonna make weight. Bud and Bomac supposedly went and apologized to Albright. Well, I know Bud did, because that's just immaturity. They don't want to be in between that bull crap. All that craziness, man. If they went in there, shout out to them, man. But Bomac knew. That's what I'm saying. Bomac knew. Because he's the trainer. He raised the kid. He knows what's going on. But, all that extracurricular activity, you can't blame Bomac and them for that stuff. That's just him being upset he didn't make weight, being upset that he let a lot of people down, and being frustrated that his brother lost, and he just crashed out. But somebody need to hold him accountable. Maybe C. Wood, maybe Lorenzo, maybe Big Dog. Somebody gonna hold him accountable. Oh my God, y'all gotta be lying. Richard Hitchens don't fight this week. He can't be fighting, man. Don't nobody want to see him and Kim Bosa. Oh my God, who fight this week? It got to be something better than Richard Hitchens and George Kimbosa. Yeah. Oh my God. Richard Hitchens and George Kimbosa. Saturday, June the 14th. That's crazy. What's going on, Monica? Lou, I need my flowers again for saying T.O. signed with PBC for a tank fight. T.O. ain't signed with PBC, Goldman. What the hell are you talking about, champ? What flowers? You stop coming in here talking about some flowers, making up shit. Yeah, he might have destroyed his career. Okay. Richard Hitchens, Kim Bosa. Oh, okay. One of my up-and-coming fighters that I like is on the undercard. Andy Cruz, Keyshawn Real Daddy. Andy Cruz fighting on the undercard. Mercado is not fighting. They say he pulled out. Something happened to him. Okay. Well, okay. Y'all gotta be crazy. Donaire is not fighting anymore. That's not true. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Where your sources at, Gold Member? Where your sources at? Where your sources at? Jab Queen in the building. What's going on, Jab Queen? No Tito Mercado. Okay. So what y'all think about? What you think about a jab queen? Yeah, don't they? Oh my God, that man like 40,000 years old and he's still fighting. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You know, that is crazy. That is crazy, 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 man. I just got here. Yeah, so I'm telling y'all now, the man been crashing out. The man knew he didn't was going to miss weight. He going there, try to intimidate another fighter after his brother lost. You know, Jenny Thong in the building. What's going on? And he need to be held accountable. First of all, I'm suing him. I'm getting some money from him. One way or the other, I'm getting some more. I'm getting some money out of his ass. That'll piss him off. Bob need to put him on ice for a year. Put him on ice for a year. A year. Sit him down. He need to refocus. All the fake gangster stuff. He's not a gangster. We talking about Keyshawn Bad Businessman Davis. Yeah, that's what we talking about. Keyshawn Bad Businessman Davis. Exactly. And if he come back, and if they want to put him in a ring with somebody at 140, I'm putting him in there with Gary Antoine Russell. Somebody got to teach him a lesson. I plan to be there. Cabosa is fighting at MSG. Oh, nobody want to see that shit. Good God. I wish you luck on that one. Who's your top 4 boxing ever? Oh, God, Jenny, I ain't even got time to go through that. Happy 2 penny day, Lewis. Thank you, Monica. Thanks for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. You know, I ain't gonna say ever, cause you know, I like fighters. I had to check the TV to make sure I was watching ESPN and not the Zeus Network. Yeah, exactly, huh? All that fake and all that fake throwing, punching, and head butting people. They should put it on the Zeus Network. Keyshawn, disappointed, Bud. This is embarrassing. Yeah, Bud very disappointed. Him and Bomac. And Bomac is trainer who need to be held accountable. Next generation is in the building. Hit the like button, Chuck. Put him on there with Dade. Nah, he beat Dade. He'll beat Dade. Put him in there with Gary Antoine. I don't care, belt title or not. Put him in there with Antoine Russell. That's what he need to get in there with. Somebody got to teach him a lesson. All that faking, all that capping, all that hollering, that stuff won't phase Russell. You know what I mean? So that's what he need to be held accountable, Jab Queen. Somebody got to check him. Somebody got to check him. What do you guys think he deserves? He messed the whole weekend up. Him and his brothers messed the whole weekend up. Keyshawn calls earned so a significant dollar. Yeah, they paid De Los Santos his whole paycheck. $450,000, something like that. He got his whole paycheck, and they ain't had to throw one punch. They gonna put him on Steve Claggett. Hey, Mike. I asked the very same question on my live yesterday from the sentiment people, acting like it's no big deal. Yeah, okay. My bad, Lou. It's not to fight Tank. It's to fight Gary for unification. That ain't gonna happen either because he ain't gonna fight Gary Antoine Russell. He too scared. It ain't gonna happen, champ. And him and Gary friends. It ain't gonna happen. He don't want that smoke. He wants somebody easy. De Los Santos caught the entire bag for making weight. Yep, that's what I said earlier. All he had to do was make weight and got the whole bag, the whole 450,000. I think he needs to have some sort of monetary punishment in a suspension. Yeah, how about a year suspension? A year suspension. TOA is not fighting August the 16th, gold member. He ain't fighting nobody. They changing the date. Whoever be fighting, they're changing the date because it would be career suicide for Teofimo Lopez to be fighting August the 16th when the face of boxing fight August the 16th. Can't nobody go up against Tank Davis. Who gonna go up against what? That's like suicide. You're gonna put your boxing card against Tank Davis. And it's just stupidity. Bob won't need to do that. You know, T.O. need to fight Haney. Yeah, he do. 1,000%. Haney need to fight Conor Ben. That's what he need to fight. Turkey's so damn stupid. Yeah, but that ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna fight the 16th. That was stupid though. But Dan Rayfield said whoever fighting, it's not gonna be on the 16th. They changing the date. T.O. ain't say nothing, champ. Where is that? I ain't see that. How Teofimo gonna sign with PBC and he had a contract with Top Rank? See, y'all stop coming here saying all that crazy stuff. The second face of boxing fighting on July the 12th. Who the hell is that? Who was that, Knight? Who was the second face of boxing? Facts. He was on the list that published. Hell nah. Put Haney in there with Kern. I bet he gets spanked. Kern fight 147. Kern to beat Haney. That'll be a good one. Kern to put them paws on Haney. They don't want that shit. Jason, I'm telling you, Jason. Do you have evidence of that? They lucky I'm not on my laptop. I'd have been pushing that joint all day. All this faking they talking about, all this TO sign with PVC bullshit. Y'all stop the nonsense, man. Stop it. You know, I need to stop it. That man ain't signed with nobody. He's still under contract with Bob Aaron for probably, I think, 2 or 3 more years, champ. We're gonna need an apology when you catch up with the news, Lou. All right. And if it's not, what do I get? I don't want an apology either. If it's not, you know, I just came from off Twitter. I ain't seen nothing about Teofimo Lopez signing with PBC. Nothing at all. And I'm on his website. Look. He ain't mentioned nothing like that. So y'all stop the cap, man. Y'all gotta stop the cap. Hit the like button. Double tap the screen if y'all up in here. Tell me what you thought about this past events, all the craziness that happened, and how should they be held accountable? Should even Bomac be held accountable? Cap on both sides. Yeah, it's Cap Seawood. I don't pay these dudes no mind, man. I don't know what's going on with these dudes, man. You know, but I sit them down. I sit him down. That's exactly what I do. I will sit him down. You know, PBC don't want that fool. Exactly. They don't want that racist dude. All that racist stuff he's saying and talking about, man. Al Heyman don't work like that, champ. That because TB retweeted it. You know, but so we got some boxing this weekend. Some of y'all favorite fighter, Africa, to fighting George Kambosos. Who cares? You know what I mean? But hey, we're gonna see. And I don't believe Donaire's back. That's crazy. But then we got one of my up and coming fighters that I like, Andy Cruz. He's the co-main event. So we're gonna see with Mashira. That's what Andy Cruz will fight. That because, you know, so that should be a good, you know, Andy Cruz, once he get his confidence together, he gonna be hard to beat. He gonna be hard to beat. We can't hold Bomac accountable. Big clearly he can't control his own weight, let alone someone else. Oh man. Yeah. And he got the nerve of what they say, going there and apologize. Man, Bomac full of shit. He knew damn well Keyshawn Davis couldn't make that weight. Let Davis fight the legal system next for all the immaturity that his next opponent. See, let me tell y'all something. Y'all fail to realize Virginia don't play that. The Commonwealth of Virginia don't play that. Virginia will make up a law just for your ass that same day. You know, they gonna probably get him some lenient a little bit. But if that dude press charges, Keyshawn gonna be on probation. Virginia don't play that. I'm telling you, they will put him on probation with assault. Simple assault. Virginia don't play. And he know this because he live in Virginia. That's the stupidness. Did you say Donaire coming back? Who left the door of the senior department of Boston, man? I just seen it. I just seen the shit. I just seen it. And if y'all want to make HLD mad, talk about Donaire. I said something about Donaire. He ain't speak to me in 3 months. He love Donaire. That old bum. Oh my God. Oh, do a year in jail. You know, yeah, so Donaire is fighting again. I don't know why. I don't know why these old school Donaire, Manny Pacquiao, all them old recycled ass UK fighters. You know, when we gonna have out with the old, in with the new? When we gonna have out with the old, in with the new? Get all these old fucking fighters out of there. Excuse my French. Get them out. We tired of these old fighters. All these old recycled has-been fighters. We done with them. Pacquiao, stay retired. You know? Suzuki finna lay shit down next week. You know what I mean, Jab Queen? We tired of these old motherfuckers. We tired of them. Old bum-ass fighters. Get out of them. Out with the old, in with the new. Stay retired. Donaire, we don't want to see you. Tyson Fury, stay your old ass retired. No, we don't want to see him. All them UK fighters, the heavyweights, retire. Let some new up-and-coming heavyweights fight. We tired of you dudes, man. We can't make boxing, with my hat, we can't make boxing great again with all you old fucks. Manny Pacquiao, 47,000 years old. 47,000, they still allow him to fight. You know who next? I hate to say it, Monica, Bud Crawford. Hey, you know, he pushing 40, 38, 39. We're going to be done with him in a minute. They can't stop going for that one last, exactly. Facts over feelings, Lou. Exactly, see? Facts over feelings. You know? It's crazy. Enough is enough, man. They need to start laying down the law. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way boxing gonna get better. That's the only way boxing gonna get better. Crawford had 2 fights left. Crawford gonna have 1 fight left after that ass whooping. He takes September. He ain't done. He ain't coming back. He gonna retire, take that money, and run into the sunset. He ain't coming back. Yeah, man. I'm just saying. I'm tired of these old fighters, man. The man put to 38, man. 38, then 39, man. It's time these dudes retire. Better Biff. It's time for him to retire. It's time, you know, it's time for Better Biff to retire. Better Biff is 40 years old. We didn't ask for Better Biff and Bill with 3. Who want to see that shit? I wouldn't mind saying the Spence, nobody want to see. Oh, he needs to retire. Crawford send that nigga to the upper room. He need to retire. All that talking about, oh, he gonna come back. He gonna come back when he feel like coming back. Not when people want him to come back. We don't want you to come back. I don't want you to come back. After that ass whooping turns Crawford gave Earl Smith Jr., we don't want to see him come back. Crawford and send that nigga to the, where my shirt at? Where is that? That's it? So I can't, there you go. See, the upper room? Crawford send that nigga to the upper room. That's the shirt Big Tony ordered. He won the merch giveaway for members only. Shout out to Big Tony. Put Better Biv on Benavidez, and we'll see who needs to retire. Yeah, put him on there. We'll see. We'll see. Dave Benavidez to beat Better Biv. Better Biv is too slow now. He too slow. He can't do nothing. Tony K in the building. Do y'all realize this will be Crawford's second live opponent? No, Y'all don't forget, Spence used to be the face of boxing behind Canelo. Man, Spence is done. Done. I don't care. He was the face of this. He was the face of that. He was the face of this. Crawford beat the face out of his ass. Did you see his face? Did you see his face? He, oh man. Oh man. You right about that. You know, crazy Benavidez is going to be sitting in the high guard. Better Bill going to cup his ass. Better Bill going to run out of energy. Better Bill going to run out of energy. Next generation. Stop hating on. Stop hating on Dave Benavidez. Benavidez going to put them paws on Better Bill. Better Bill too old now. He's 40 years old, man. You see how he ran out of gas with Bivol, and Bivol not even as active as Dave Benavidez. I like to see it though. I like to see it. But you're not stepping your Better Bill. Okay, I like Better Bill, but age come. Age happen. How you gonna take a picture with and talk about your family like that? Hey, he invited me over, man. He invited me over. Oh, man. Going to get your shit rocked. All right, we'll see. He couldn't rock Bivol. And I picked him Better Bill from both fights. He couldn't rock Bivol. So why do you think he can rock Better Bill? Dave Benavidez. Come on, man. Y'all got to get your knowledge up, man. Get your knowledge up, man. But yeah, man, I don't know what we're gonna do with this stuff, man. But hopefully, these dudes get it together. Yeah, Monica, we have evidence. Show me the picture. Show me the picture. Bivol was on his bike, slick boxing, level out. Benavidez is gonna be there to be hit all night long. Yeah, he is. He is 1,000%. He's gonna be there. But I think he's gonna he's not dumb. He will fight a little smarter than he fighting them dudes that don't have no power. They have pop, but not that much. Daryl Washington in the building. What's going on, Daryl? I do not think Keyshawn Davis wanted that belt no more because he had to pay for that belt. Boxing need to change that rule. It's a sanctioning body rule. Yeah, well, he always wanted to be champion. He the one talked about that. A lot of people don't want to pay them sanctioning fees. Well, Tank been saying it all the time, but y'all kill him when he said, what did Tank say? I don't want to pay them motherfucking sanctioning fees. Y'all care about that stuff. But when somebody else said, y'all get them. Yeah, kudos, Daryl. Daryl, what you thought about the what happened this weekend? What you think about it? If that's all you got to say about it? That's all you got to say about it? That he didn't want to make sanctioning fees? How about he knew he couldn't make that weight and he tried to pull a Ryan Garcia? How about that one? He thought De Los Santos was gonna take the fight anyway. But he didn't. Y'all got to stop this stuff, man. Y'all giving these fighters passes, man. I'm not giving them no pass. Yeah, like an idiot. Benavidez calling out Jay Apataya bum. Dave Benavidez put them paws on him. Do you think Canelo plan is done? Caleb Plant is done? Hell, Caleb Plant. See, Caleb Plant is not skilled. Caleb Plant got heart, But when you see what happens when you fight a young, aggressive, hungry fighter, smart fighter, that's what happened. I think Caleb Plant done. I think he's done. Right. Samson said, hell no, Keyshawn ain't. Exactly, Jab Queen. They try to pull that bull crap. He said no. No. And he got his $450,000, how much it was. Caleb Plant has been done since one. It would have been his first time facing a big puncher, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah. I kill Keyshawn's resume all the time, all the time. The 2 pennies is for one of Louis' students. Give Boston a bad look this weekend. The Davis brother was out of line. Okay, thank you, girl. Thank you. Damn, I like that. Y'all hit the like button if you ain't hit the like button yet, man. Word. Keyshawn went from the businessman to out of business, man. He went to businessman to being the idiot man. It might, it might be to probation man. How about not getting paid man? Billy Joe Sanders was skilled. Billy Joe Sanders was crap. Everybody's skilled until they get hit in the face, until they get punched. You know what I mean? The boys need a father in their life. Y'all hit that like button, man. I don't know what he did. I don't know why he thought he can get away with that stuff. And the thing about it, which one is it? Kelvin? Kelvin ain't even going to the locker room. Kelvin took the loss like a man. But his brothers tried to, let's go in here and do this and do that. All that stupidness. I liked him until this weekend. Shane, hey, I like him too. If you look at Keyshawn, you can see the talent. Even though I don't give people, you can see he's talented. But until you fight a B or A level fighter, we really won't know. Shane, a lot of people said that. Just imagine all them people that was at the fight that got their tickets back. 2,000 something people, they said, got their tickets back. The people who paid for airplane fare, hotel rooms, and all that stuff. How about them people? Because he want to be an idiot, because he want to be an idiot. Because he don't want to be mature, because he don't want to be mature and disciplined and make weight. These niggas is all cap. Let me stop. Oh man, they are 1,000%. They are. They all are. These dudes ain't gonna tell it like it is because that's their guy. He played himself 1,000%. Shane Jackson, welcome to the Ranch Club. He played himself. Like I said before, if you see the play, it was perfectly clear. He tried to do the same exact thing Ryan Garcia did. Come in overweight, knowing he couldn't make the weight. Come in overweight, and thinking they was gonna take the fight anyway. But since Devin Haney and them are money hungry, they money hungry and got bamboozled. That's why they took the fight. De Los Santos and them like, nah, we ain't taking this fight. No, we not. Then he gonna rehydrate to like 165, 170. Oh, nah, 160. Nah, we're not taking this fight. And that's what happens. See, that's the difference. Smart management, Sampson. Dumb management, Bill Haney. You get it? Smart, dumb. Bill Haney should have did the same thing. He should have did the same thing. No, we're not taking this fight. But they got bamboozled by Ryan acting crazy. Sampson say, no, we're not taking this fight. No, he didn't try to make weight. He didn't try. Then you go up there after your brother get the living, whooped out of him, and you try to beat the guy up. You headbutted the guy and all that stuff, man, because your brother can't fight. That's crazy. He out of line. He out of line. He out of order. Dub Whiteside. He out of order. They was out of order, man. And now, hopefully, I think they're going to pay the fight. Weight bully. Yeah, I've been saying that shit, though. You could tell he was a weight bully, Yeah, he's a weight bully, man. Keyshawn like 5'9", something like that, 5'10". You see how small De Los Santos look over him? Oh, it was like Godzilla when he beat up King Kong. You know, he looked like a little midget, man. Keyshawn's head was bigger than De Los Santos. Out of order and acting like that out of the zoo. Yeah, 1,000%. You know, acting like they out of the zoo, like they ain't had no home training or nothing. How much did Keyshawn lose? Keyshawn was making $1 million. I think he was making almost $1 million, something like that. I know he was. I know that person was. I think he was up there. He had to be up there because if De Los Santos was making 450,000, Keyshawn was up there. He was making about $1 million. You know, Top Rank Boxing is mad. They gave out money instead. Yeah, I talked about that before you came in, Darryl. I talked about that before you came in. You know they mad. Bob cheat. Bob don't want to pay nobody. Then he had to give away free money. You know, Jay say, with all due respect, Santos got paid because of different states, didn't it? Haney couldn't get paid if he didn't fight. Haney couldn't get paid if he didn't fight. No, it doesn't matter. So you worrying about money instead of jeopardize your son's career or health, Jay. So with all due respect, that shit you just said ain't make no sense. So you worried about him getting paid instead of his health and well-being. And look what happened to him. He got the living shit whooped out of him, Jay. You know? He got the living shit whooped out of him. And you never know. He might have got paid too. It ain't got nothing to do with the states. He might have got paid. Key ain't think his chin was going to hold up if he went to order. That's what it is. You know, if De Los Santos would have landed one of them, punches, I hate to see young brothers crash out, but he got the big head to Yep. All that craziness, all that talking, you know, calling people out, disrespecting. But deep down, he knew, and everybody else, Bo Mack knew, that he wasn't going to make that weight. But he still did the talking anyway, and that's why a lot of people are pissed. Especially when he called the Dula Mason out, telling him, I can fight you next, knowing he wasn't going to make that weight. Knowing he wasn't going to make that weight. But he did it anyway. So he was welling. DC, we call it welling. He was welling. He was faking. He was capping. Seemed like it was scared. You say he's scared? And the thing about it, people's mad because I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to that fight, man. I really wanted to see the fight. I really wanted to see it. You know, I really wanted to see that fight, man. I ain't gonna say he was scared, but he had other plans. He had other plans, man. So, like I said, if it's me, well, Bob ain't gonna do this because that's one of Bob cash cows, Keyshawn Davis. Now, since Shakur gone, Bob only got 2 fighters out there that could really gonna make him some money. But if it was me to teach him a lesson, I called PBC, say, is Gary Antoine Russell available? Let's see if we can make this fight happen, Al. There you go. That's what you do. Put him in there with Gary Antoine. I bet all that faking, all that hollering, all that screaming, and all that disrespectful and pushing, deceased. Guarantee you it deceased. Yeah, I had it marked on my calendar. Yeah, me too, Shane. Oh, do you think Keyshawn would have beat Edward? Yeah. Edward was out for a year and a half, man. And you see how small he was. But Edward had a puncher's chance, though. It ain't like Keyshawn ain't been on stinky legs before. Nikes. I think Edward had a puncher's chance, but I was picking Keyshawn Davis. I was picking Keyshawn Davis, man. Yeah, I had it marked on my calendar too. I was looking forward to it, man. I went live. I was gonna You know, I was gonna see that fight, man. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see what happened when he fought a puncher. That's what I wanted to see. What happened when he fought a puncher? You know, I did. Y'all check y'all the members only? Did you guys check y'all? Did y'all bet on my parlay? I had Fabio Worley, he won. Troy Isley, I think Troy Isley won. Dula Mason won. Now here, Albright. See, look, I had the upset. Look. See, I don't be capping. What it say? Right there. Now here, Albright. And I put it right there in members only. I put it right there. I had him beaten. See? Delonte Johnson, I don't know if he won. Keyshawn Davis won. I think all these, I gotta check. I ain't even check. You know? $50 won you $1,293. Oh, you saw it? Yeah. See, I had Calvin Davis losing. I say he was scared because of how he acted, trying to punk that youngster, then flexing for nothing. Yeah, but y'all don't know. Keyshawn already fought Albright and beat him. So I don't know, man. I think Keyshawn was going to be in there trying to wrestle with him and hold so Edward could get anything off inside and wanted that extra weight to help smother him. That could be true, but we would never know, right? We would never know. Yeah, y'all see, I had Albright winning, man. Them Davis boys can't fight, man. Especially that one that lost. He the weakest of the Davis brothers. That's why I pick Albright. I said you gotta have some upsets. You know, but yeah, I think all that flexing and stuff and all that stuff, man, it comes back to hunt you. It comes back to get you. If you want to win big, pick Bud over Canelo. If you want to lose your heritage, your family, your wife, your kids, your bank account, your 401, and your wedding ring, and your husband, and your baby, bet all that stuff. Bet your baby, bet your husband, bet all that stuff. Bet all that stuff and put it on Bud. Bet all that stuff and put it on Bud. Bet the baby, even bet the baby. Bet the baby. Bet the baby. If you're married, go get your 401, empty your 401 and put it on Bud, and go borrow some money, put your house up, get some equity out on your house and put that on Bud. You know, pawn your all your little pocketbooks, no little fake pocketbooks y'all be wearing, palm all that stuff and put all that stuff on Bud Crawford. Put all that stuff on Bud Crawford. And just think, if he win, you'll have another baby. You'll have all that. You will have all that. Bet all that stuff, man. Bet every single thing, Jab Queen. Bet all that. If you got a husband, put his ass up there too. Pawn his ass. If you guys are real convinced that Bud Crawford is going to beat Canelo Alvarez, bet everything. Don't just come on this show and talk. We don't want to hear the talk is cheap. Show me you betting all your money. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Show me, screenshot it and send it to me that you betting all your money, your health. Bet your car. Bet your car. William in the building, Keyshawn the fool. What's up, William? How you doing, champ? You know, bet all that stuff. Put your car for collateral. You know, if your wife pregnant, bet the baby inside her. Bet everything. One way or another, you're gonna come out smiling if Bud Crawford win. You're gonna come out smiling, you know. But if he don't win, bet the baby inside her. I'll just bet everything. If they so confident, William Allen, bet the baby inside you. If you're pregnant, bet your baby. You know, go up to the sports book and say, I'm going to bet my baby. I'm just saying. bet all that shit, man. But we, we'll see. What we got? What's this? June, July, August, September. If it happened, if the fight happened, bet every single thing. Pawn every single thing you guys have, and put it all on Bud Crawford. That's the best advice I done gave y'all in a long time. Bet every single thing you have. Everything. Clear all your bank accounts. All of them. Clear all your bank accounts and put it all on Bud Crawford. Close them all out. Close them all out. And if he win, if he win, kick your boy something. I don't want the extra baby, though. I don't want the extra baby. Oh, y'all hit the like button if you haven't hit the like. William Allen, what's going on, man? Hit the like button, man. I need a new household. I got Canelo. There you go, Jason. There you go. There you go. But, the smart bet is Canelo Alvarez. That's all I'm going to say. The smart bet is Canelo Alvarez. If you got 100, but y'all know me. Always put money on the underdog. Bud is going to be the underdog. Put $100 on Bud. If he win, you'll get a little bit. You'll get a little bit if you win. But if you like Monica, who's infatuated and love Bud, put every single thing. You got a wedding ring, say, sorry, baby. Go pawn it, put that on there. Everything. Everything. And let me know how it turn out. Let me know how it turn out, man. But yeah, Keyshawn is a disgrace, man. He's a big disgrace, man. And I gotta go, we gotta see what happened, man. Somebody go check them fights and see that y'all win. Did anybody win in my parlay? I'm tired. I'm trying to get y'all some money. If anybody win, let me know. Y'all won, let me know, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna see, man. Who in here looking forward to George Kambosos and Richard Hitchens? Who? I got to put my background in for that one. Who's looking forward to George Kambosos and Richard Hitchens? That's what I want to know. Is anybody in here looking forward to George Kambosos and Richard Hitchens? Big Hitch finna put on a masterclass. Yeah, he should. He should. He ain't fighting nobody. He should. He ain't fighting nobody. You know who Richard Hitchens scared to death of? That guy there. He's scared to death of that guy there and Sabrina Matias. Well, he going for the stoppage, fam. Yeah, he should. He ain't fighting nobody. He should. He should go for the stoppage. George Kambosos just lost again. He on a 3-4 fight losing streak. He got cheated. They cheated him for one of them. But he's on like a 4-fight losing streak, man. He got 9 lives when it comes to getting fights. George Kambosos got 9 lives when it comes to getting fights, man. You lose to Lomachenko, move up to 140, then you get another championship fight for Richard Hitchens. You know what I mean? Gary, easy work for hits. Don't let the right, man, get out of here. You don't know boxing, champ. You just running your mouth. Richard Hitchens was so scared when he used to come down to D.C. He didn't even want to spar Gary Antoine Russell. See, I can tell you stories that you know nothing about. Know nothing about. Shakur Stevenson was the same way. He ain't even want to spar Gary Antoine Russell. So stop just saying stuff just to say it. He's scared shitless. And the last time he was in a pressure fight, they people can say that he lost that fight when he fought what's the guy's name? I can't think of the guy's name, but they can say he lost that fight. So stop the madness, man. We talk facts on this show. Facts over feeling. Richard Hitchens ain't like that, man. He fighting just who he need to fight. He fighting just who he needs to fight. George Kambosos. You can be George Kambosos. You know what I mean? You can be George Kambosos, man. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We're gonna see. Feelings will break you. Yeah, exactly. You know, Jason, one thing they're gonna learn, um, betting on your favorite boxer and stuff like that will get your feelings hurt. He remind me of like Haney. Yeah. But Haney got a little bit more movement, a little bit more skills. Richard Hitchens is a little bit more, I ain't gonna say Shakur, but you right, Jack Queen, he a little bit like Haney. You know, they ain't got no power. He got a little bit more power than Haney. But your feelings hurt and your money lost. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, I try to teach y'all, but y'all don't want to listen. He ain't nothing like he is like Haney. What you say? See, look, y'all better listen. Y'all see that? I can't show y'all. Let me take the screen off. I'm gonna show y'all one more time. I'm gonna show y'all one more time. See? Yeah, I had Nahi Albright right there. I didn't have no Keyshawn Davis. Calvin Davis. Y'all better join members only, get to win that money. Y'all better join members only. Coach Jay say he should have stayed on the weed and used it as an excuse. I don't know, Coach Jay. Next time you get caught in that weed, man, they might send him to La La Land. They might put him down for a minute. You know, they might put him to La La Land. You know, so I don't know. We're gonna see if he can do it. Flip it. It was upside down. Oh, it was upside down. It wasn't upside down. See? Fabio Worley, Troy Isley. Oh, let me see something. Way back. That's upside down. If I had your email, my email, everybody know my email, Double Butter Entertainment. Double Butter Entertainment at Gmail. One word, Double Butter Entertainment at Gmail. Monica, you going hard. Ain't paying Monica no mind. That fight might not even happen, and people talking about that thing. If they don't fight in if they don't fight in the United States of America, the fight ain't happening. So it ain't didn't mean to drop but kind of did. No, don't worry about it, champ. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Jason. It's all good. But yeah. So, since boy got glass chin, what are you talking about? Coach Jay, what's going on, man? Everything good, man? Come on up in here. If y'all ain't hit that like button, hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, share the video. It damn sure might not happen. Turk still got the location in the witness protection program. Yeah. He talking about Dana White gonna promote it, but if it's not in the United States of America, it ain't happening. You know what I mean? So, Roy Jones Jr. slander, please. You know what? Her favorite fighter is not better than Roy Jones. Ain't none of y'all favorite fighter better than Roy Jones. Roy Jones was the best. Let me tell y'all something. Since you want to bring it up, let me say this, and I'm gonna say it one time. The real GOAT of boxing is not Floyd Mayweather, and I like Floyd. The real GOAT of boxing is Roy Jones Jr. He's the GOAT. once he won the heavyweight title, he should have retired. When Roy went all the way up and won the heavyweight title, that Roy Jones was the GOAT. All the rest of that shit he did was dumb. It was just dumb. You know, it was just dumb. You know what I mean? Roy's the GOAT. Roy is an all-time great. We not talking, but you know what? You can't even put none of them dudes' name with Roy Jones. So it's just irrelevant. It's just a waste of time. You know what I mean? It's just a waste of time. Y'all be wasting y'all breath arguing. Don't even mention. Ignore her right now. You know. But I don't know, man. If y'all ready to watch Richard Hitchens and George Kambosos, fine. Fine. Didn't Roy have a 30 PED test? Can't be. He was the GOAT. He was the GOAT. Wasn't no 30 PED test. All that bull crap. That was when he came back after the heavyweight joint. You know what I mean? Roy Jones Jr. was the best fighter ever. Ever. If he'd have stopped the heavyweight division and just retired, he would have been the best fighter ever, period. Could nobody beat Roy Jones Jr. I'm more excited to see Andy Cruz. Me too. Me too, next generation. Me too. I like Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz in my top. I move him at 6. You know, if Andy Cruz have any kind of let me say, if he just start concentrating on just putting people out there, get some heart, his jab more, and trying to stop people, he has no confidence in his punching power. No confidence. He wait to the 8th and 9th round to try to put people in the dirt when he could have did it the 6th and 7th round. He too cautious. And he got to work on his head moving a little bit more. Andy Cruz is going to be a force. Andy Cruz, one thing I like about Andy Cruz, he's sharp. He's sharp. Y'all think Abdullah Mason's sharp. Andy Cruz is sharp. Did Bozy Ennis get hit to increase his power? This ain't the amateurs no more. He ain't fought but one fight. You know what I mean? Jason said, I'm 49 and I know what I witnessed watching Roy Azaki. Greatness. Greatness. Andy Cruz goes to sleep versus Mason. That'll be a good one, big dog. That'll be a good one. You might be right. But we'll see if it ever happens. You know what I mean? None of his prime. None of his. See, y'all new to this channel, but the people who been on this channel for 3 years, they know. When I did old school versus new school, wasn't no competition. None of these new school niggas can beat none of them old school fighters. None of them. None of them. Crawford couldn't beat nobody. He couldn't beat Ray, Roy. Well, Roy would have been too big. Well, he going to 68, so I got to put Roy in there. He couldn't be Ray. He couldn't be Wilford Benitez. He couldn't be none of them dudes, man. So it'd just be a waste of time to talk. Don't even mention them dudes. They can't handle them niggas jock strap. Crawford for all C level and B level fight. Only A level fighter he fought was Earl Spence Jr. That's it. So don't argue with her because she'll talk about Bud all day long, y'all. Just ignore her. Nobody want to talk about no Bud Crawford until his fight come up. Until his fight come up. Prime Boy was the man, but he stayed and started getting KO. Yeah, he should have stopped, big dog. That's what I'm saying. If he'd have stopped after he won the heavyweight championship, if he just retired and let it go, let it go, he would have got it out of the system, man. But, shit don't happen, man. Oh, Ray Leonard would have put him in the dirt. Come on, it ain't even worth talking about, y'all. You know what I mean? But, it is what it is, man. These dudes got to get in there and prove themselves. Hopefully Keyshawn will learn. Hopefully he'll learn from his mistake. But the way he's looking, he ain't. But I'm telling you, if you can read that dude mind, I guarantee you he hurt. I guarantee you guys he's hurt, man. You do all that stuff. All these dudes come watch you fight. and you lay an egg. He been better off eating eggs like Conor Ben. He'd have been better off eating eggs like Conor Ben. Ernesto in the building. What's up, Ernesto? The Magic Man has Jones Jr. number. Y'all must have forgot, man. He had his number once he came back and all that bullshit. Get out of here. Tarver couldn't be Roy when Roy was on that pad before when he was just beating everybody and he won heavyweight championship. Roy, he came back too early. He should have waited a whole year and dropped all that weight when he became heavyweight. But he wanted to jump right back in there. And everybody told him don't do it. What is y'all talking about? I'm talking about from when he won a heavyweight championship, he should have retired. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the rest of the shit was bullshit. So, no. But yeah, man, Nesto, what you thought about the sabotage, the jumping, the fighter, and all that other crap that was going on this weekend? What did you think about that, Ernesto? Do you think he can come back from this early or late? No, do you think he can come back from this early or later on in the year? Or should they hold him out to next year? What's this? Next June. Make him wait a whole year. I think us. You know, what do you think? You know, what do you think? So we will see if he can do it. If he can do it. But we got fights coming up, y'all. We got fights coming up. We got the Tank fight coming up, man. We got Shakur Stevenson fight coming up, Edgar Berlanga fight coming up. We got some fights coming up. If they're going to be interested to watch, hey, that'll be up to you guys if it's going to be interested to watch. But it's some good fights coming up, man. But it's not the fight we've been asking for. None of this is the fight we've been asking for, man. So, I don't know. By next year, 2026, if we don't get these fights, if we don't get Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, it is, I'm done. It is what it is. I'm telling you now, if we don't get Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson next year, it just, boxing just done. We already know we're not getting David Benavidez and Canelo. Oh, you know I'm pumping that though. That's the fight of the year again. You remember last year, that was my fight of the year. Pitbull and Fierro rematch. That's Mexican style fighting. That fight gonna be the best fight on the Pacquiao card. They was going toe to toe for 12 rounds, throwing bombs, haymakers. That fight took years off them dudes, man. Pitbull and Ferrero. Ain't nobody trying to see Shakur. It's just a track meet in the ring. The legend is in the building. What's up, legend? How everything going, champ? You right? You right? You know, but you know he's still on. He's on Twitter, still talking crap, talking about. Wait, y'all about to see greatness. Y'all know the Shakur Stevenson say the same shit. Every time he about to fight, just to lure you in. He wheeling you in. He whipped my fight. Let me put my background on. He wheeling you in. He wheeling you in. Then that thing, you know, poof, he disappeared. We don't entertain ignorance for too long. That's all. Exactly, Jason. Ignore that bullshit she talking. Davis brothers just need to pay a huge fine. Nah, they need more than that, Darrell. Why you think that's all they need? You don't think he need to be sit down? You know? He been out of control. The only way you're going to control that shit is sit him down. You know? The only way you're going to control that shit is sit him down. You got to sit him down. You got to teach him. How do you teach him a lesson if you just finding him? How do you teach him a lesson? You know, you're not teaching him a lesson just fine. He got money. But if you sit him down, don't let him fight. You know what I mean? I'm in a wrench giving mood. I'm in a wrench giving mood. You know, even though a lot of things going on. Here you go, legend. There you go. Welcome to the wrench club. You know, um, the only way you're gonna teach him a lesson is sit him down. And then when he move up to 140, make him fight this guy. That's the only way you're gonna teach him a lesson. Peace. Jason, where you been, champ? Y'all hit that like button. If y'all ain't hit the like button, man, and you got a wrench, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, man. If you ain't hit that like button and you got a wrench, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And most everybody in here got a wrench. Double tap the screen. You know, Jason, how everything been, man? Hope everything good, man. This shit is crazy, man. You got to teach these dudes a lesson, man. I appreciate it. The PBC over everything. You know, people say people bias because of PBC and all this stuff. Give me a fight card that you guys have seen so far better than the PBC. I'll wait. Tell me a fight card you guys done seen lately is better than the PBC last 3 fight cards. You know? You know, that's all you gotta do. Tell them. Done entertain your lack of awareness. Jason, funny. Tell her what you, Jason. Tell her what you think about Bud. Jason, put it up there. What you think about Bud? Oh man, you know people be doing all that talking, big talk. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, man. Ain't none of them cards been out there better than PBC, man. Better that Dave Benavidez card. That shit was fire. Him and Dave Morrell. That card was fire. You know? That's fine. And I gotta give shout out again to my man Scooter David. Bud is the greatest of this generation. Yeah, he sure is. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. The greatest of this generation only had one A-level fight on his resume. Get out of here, man. I'll give him 2. You know, but oh man, this stuff is crazy. Yeah, their boxing awareness of the people that come on this show is historical. That's why I just ignore it. Like I said, it's good to be a fanboy or a fangirl, but when you obsess, it's totally different. It's totally different, y'all. You know, we talking about this weekend fight, and all you can see is some people talking about bud. Yeah, it's laughable. It's just stupidity. You know, we talking about something else. And all this person talking about is bud. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, man. Bud is old and dumb. I mean, and that's why I don't think, because people don't have knowledge. You can't talk about other fighters, man. You got to have knowledge of boxing to move on from your favorite fighter and be able to talk about other stuff. You got to be able to talk about other stuff. If you're going to be on boxing channels, you got to be able to talk about other stuff besides your favorite fighter. Keyshawn, the next Adrian Broner. Damn, real boxing. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. He the next Can Man. Oh man, that's messed up. I don't know. If he before he fought Madonna, Can Man was like that. Nah, at least AB went and got it first and then blew. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, legend. AB got that money. Then what he say he lost? He blew 40 million. He blew it. He blew that shit. That shit gone with the wind. Gone with the wind. The corona will bag him up, fucking with Canelo. I'm with, you know what I mean? I haven't, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know? Oh my goodness, man. But we're gonna see some of these fights, we don't even know they still in jeopardy. Some of these fights still in jeopardy. Like Canelo said, he's not fighting Bud Crawford unless it's in the United States of America, and they haven't made that decision yet. So they probably they probably trying to get him to change his mind, but he ain't gonna change his mind. He ain't gonna change his mind. Canelo don't need that money. You know, Google Canelo net worth. You know what I mean? Google Canelo net worth. You will see it. You will see it. He don't need that money. He said he want to fight in the United States of America. So we'll see. But that fight, like what, 3 months away? July, August, September. We'll see if it happens. And if it don't happen, who cares? You know what I mean? If that fight don't happen, who cares? Ain't nobody asked for it anyway. We want to see Canelo fight Dave Benavidez. That's what we want to see. We want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez. We don't want to see nothing else. We don't want to see him fight no. We don't want to see him fight no old 38-year-old guy. No old washed up 38-year-old guy. We don't even want to see that, man. But I don't know, man. A lot of people say Canelo lost it. We'll see. We'll see. You know, y'all hit that like button, man. You know, got a couple more minutes left on this thing. Big Tony in the building. There you go. The winner of, you know, the merch giveaway. Let me see. He ain't changed his shirt yet, so that means it ain't come yet. What's up, Big Tony? Y'all hit that like button. Share the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, man. You know, it's all good. Okay, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hit them likes, get them likes up. We got 30 likes. We had 48 people up in here. We just got 30 likes. But you know, it is what it is. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna start taking wrenches. I'm gonna be like this. I don't care who ain't hit the like. Oh man, everything's good. I gotta run, Lou. I pray for more boxing knowledge for Monica too. Yeah, you gotta pray for her, Jason, please. Oh Lord, please bless this woman with more boxing knowledge besides Bud Crawford. Oh man, Jack Queen. We started talking about Bud. That's why they left. Yeah, exactly. Nobody want to. I told y'all to ignore her. Don't talk about that stuff. Ignore her like I do. She'll talk about that shit all day long. He say amen. Oh man. Jab Queen, is there any fight you want to see? Y'all let me know. What fight do you guys want to see in the next 6 months that can be made? What fight do you guys want to see in the next 6 months that you want to see made? And the one I'm gonna talk about, okay, Jason, the one I'm going to talk about tomorrow is the fight I want to see. I ain't going to put it up there because y'all know how people be coming on here to steal my content. You know, they steal the little channel content. I ain't got number 3,000 something subscribers. I mean, these dudes got 150,000, 200,000 subscribers. I'm just a little guy. You ain't got to come over here and steal my content. They just ain't got no vision, no ideas. Damn, you mean they can't be scared to fight each other? Nah, Yadier Herrera and Shakur Stevens. Why you want to see that? That dude, I mean, the dude ain't even did nothing really. Y'all want to see that fight? So what? He got punching power. But you think he ready? I want to see Shakur Stevenson fight the guy he's about to fight in that generation. Williams Zepeda. That's what I want to see. Then I want to see him fight Tank Davis. Gento and Monster Inu. Okay, that's a good one. T.O. and Haney, that's a good one. You know, I want to see any fight at 54 because I think everybody from 1 to 10 can fight. All them fights. I want to see Jamal Charlo fight the guy that just lost, that Caleb Plant just lost to. I want Jamel to come in there and rematch Erickson Lubin or Jose. I don't know. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. John Deere will stop Zempeda. Well, we'll see. In 140. I want to see Teofimo Lopez and this guy here. That's what I want to see. Teofimo Lopez and that guy right there. Richard Hitchens and that guy right there. That's what I want to see. I want to see the smoke. I want to see the smoke. Bring the smoke. Yeah, but he's not skilled as that Dula Mason. He's not as skilled. He got power, but he's not as skilled as the Dula Mason next generation. He got some pop though, but you gotta have some skill. Jamel and James Toney again. What? Russell over everybody at 140. Exactly. 1,000%. 1,000%. Gary will beat T.O. to death. Yeah. And they friends because Gary called him when he was doing all that, talking all that racist shit. They real close because T.O. used to come down the headbangers and with Russell and them at and spot sometimes. That what Richard Hitchens and Shakur Stevenson was scared to do. They would not spar. So I can tell you all kinds of stories. They would not spar him because they were too scared. Just like he fight in the ring, that's the same way he spar. He coming at you. They don't even mention Gary because they know what's exactly legend. They don't want that smoke. None of them. Richard Hitchens damn sure scared. It's two fighters I'm gonna tell y'all who Richard Hitchens scared to death of. Gary Antoine Russell and Sabril Matias. Them the two fighters Richard Hitchens scared to death of. You know what I mean? So, I'm just telling y'all facts over feelings. Ain't no make-believe stuff and none of that stuff. Facts over feelings in this thing, man. So I don't know. I'm trying to see who Virgil Ortiz gonna fight at. Gary beat Valle. Beat him like he stole something. Valle ain't even win one round. You know what I mean? Valle ain't win one damn round, but they gave it to him. And tomorrow, you guys, is the fight that I want to see. And I want everybody that's in here today, make sure you're in here tomorrow. Didn't Sabril Matias unalive someone? Yeah, he killed somebody in the ring. Yep. So it did. So they'll rough around the edges. But he is a risk taker too. He's going to be in there with them guys. So yeah, he will. He's still young. He just got to work on his defense. I've seen 3 of his fights. He get hit too much. Even though he can punch, he get hit. And punchers, you punch, but that don't mean you like getting hit. A lot of punchers that punch don't like getting hit. Next generation, you know that, right? Dudes that punch hard, some of them didn't. They don't like getting hit like Julian Jackson. Julian Jackson one of the hardest punchers in boxing. He ain't like getting hit. When them punches come flying from people who punch just as harder, shit. He get hit, but as much as Boots get hit. Yeah, but Boots can take hits, and Boots is talented. This kid ain't as talented as Boots. You can't put that guy in there, Boots. He got a solid chin too. How? Who he fought? See, I love when y'all say this. He got a solid chin. Who has he fought to tell you he got a solid chin? What puncher has he fought to tell you he got a solid chin? See, we do facts over feelings on this show. Don't just say stuff just to say it. What puncher has he fought to tell you he got a solid chin? You know? What puncher? I'm waiting. What you gonna pull up his resume? You pull up his resume, you don't even know. Oh man. If you pull up his resume, you ain't even gonna know the people he fought. See, and this is what I love, you know. I love when y'all say this stuff, man. You know, you know, y'all be saying this stuff, but man, you know, we pull up we put real stuff on here. Let's see. Let's see. I don't even see his box back. Is y'all spelling this name? It ain't Williams, it's Herrera, right? H. There we go. All right. See, I like pulling y'all card. All right, let me take this off. Let's take this off. That's him right there. 17-0, 15 KOs. All right, let's see who he done fought. Now, y'all love when it's people who've been on this show, they love when I try to pronounce some of these dudes. Uh, um, box rep, right? Yeah. You could KO people. Yeah, that's what they talking about, Jab Queen. So let me pull up his resume. So they love when I do this. So I'm gonna do it for y'all. I'm gonna start in 2023. Jeff Ofori, Eric Kwan, Mariana Batola, Oliver Flores, Jose Enriquez. All right, let's go up some more. Just saying. Fred Sadune, he was 14-11. Eduardo Macito, he was 18-12. Mark Yap, he was 30-15. You know, Mario Puini, you know, Franklin Mazzinelli, Hermanito. What is y'all? What is you talking about? See, that's what I'm trying to talk about, y'all. Y'all got to stop this, man. And I'm saying it again. I'm trying to teach you guys why I do this stuff. I've been doing it for a long time. Until he fight better quality opponents, you know, you can't say this. You gotta fight better quality opponents to see what these good, you know, see if these good dudes really the goods. You know, just because he's 17-0, 15 knockouts, that don't mean he really the goods. You know, it don't mean that he really the goods, man. You know, did you know any of them dudes he just fought? I just read the list off. Did you know any of these dudes? Jab Queen, did you know any of them dudes? All you people in here that just heard me. Monica, did you even know any of them dudes? You know, did you even know who any of them dudes? They talking about a young guy that called Shakur Stevenson or Javier, you know, Herrera. You know, y'all gotta stop this stuff. I don't do this stuff here, man. Everybody, just because you know, they got knockouts, they beat a lot of people. But then when you go past their box rep and see they've been beating people who's 15-20 and stuff like that, that don't mean nothing, man. When you put them in there with a skilled fighter, A-level or B-level fighter, then you can start judging. Other than that, you can't judge these people, man. If you can't judge these guys, who haven't been in the ring with A or B level opponents, man, who only been fighting E, F, G, H, I, J, K opponents, and talking about he's the goods. We don't know yet. We really don't know. Do we really know how good Abdullah Mason is? Do we? Who has he fought? But y'all say he the goods. We can see he coming along. Who have Floyd Schofield for? So we can say he's the goods. I'm talking about the young up and coming fighters. No disrespect to none of them. Even my guy, y'all know I fuck with Shushu Carrington. Do we know he's the goods? Who has he fought? But yeah, we don't know. We will know when they put them in the ring with B and A level opponents how good these fighters really is, man. Stop giving these dudes their flowers who haven't fought nobody. That's all I'm telling you guys. Stop giving these dudes their flowers who really hasn't fought anyone, you guys. That's all. It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be that hard, man. So Keyshawn Davis, he hasn't fought anybody. Why y'all giving him his flowers? De Los Santos would have been the toughest opponent he was fought. De Los Santos would have been his toughest opponent. So we got to stop this stuff, man. Just like y'all was crowning, what's the guy's name? Not O'Shaquie Foster. What's the other guy that just like O'Shaquie Foster? I forgot that dude's name. Oh man, they say he the goods. And like was it Kern or Villa? Villa put that nigga in the dirt. What's that? Let me look up Villa. Villa put that nigga in the dirt. What's his name, y'all? Not O'Shaquie Foster. Y'all kept saying he was the good. I said, man, that dude trash. And Villa put him in the dirt. I know y'all know, but y'all ain't gonna. I'm gonna Google it. Romeo Villa. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all, come on, somebody type something in there, cause I don't see nobody typing nothing. You're not typing nothing. I'm getting up off the show. Let me know y'all still in here, man. Y'all. Oh, I'm about to get up out of here. What's the guy Villa put in the dirt? Rashidi Ellis. Big Tony. They was like, Rashidi Ellis was the goods. Villa put him in the seats. Stop listening to these guys. Exactly, that generation. He knew who I was talking about. They all say Rashidi Ellis was like that. Okay, Monica. They say Rashidi Ellis was like that. Rashidi Ellis wasn't like that. I didn't see nothing in Rashidi Ellis. But these content creators, they love it. They be like, Rashidi Ellis is the good. He like that. Watch Speedy Rashidi. Okay, Joaquin, I know you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all gotta let me know though, man, because I get off this motherfucker in the heartbeat. Ain't nobody super chat. The only one gave me a super chat was Monica. $2 super chat. I get off here in the heartbeat. Jack Queen, in the words of Walter Maywell, they don't know shit about boxing. I mean, a lot of these dudes. Some of y'all favorite channels. Speedy Rashidi is the goods, man. Speedy Rashidi like that. I say, man, that nigga sorry as shit. Uh-oh, my nigga in here. Jamal Wills of Steel, Steroid Man, and Pacquiao Hill is in the building. And we about to start back doing late night shenanigans, you guys. Late night shenanigans, so y'all better be ready, tuned in. Late night shenanigans. I got to get y'all to email some questions, or we're going to make up some shit. I got a good question too, boy. I got a good question, man. But Wills of Steel, Jamal Hill, favorite fighter, is about to fight. Man, Steroid Pacquiao. What up with your man, Keith? That's your man. That man need to be taught a lesson. He need to be taught a lesson. I called you ain't answered the phone. Nigga, you always gone. Stop playing with Lucky. I don't know what's going on with Keyshawn, but I know they need to humble that nigga. They need to humble him real good. Oh, man. They need to humble him real good, man. You know, he got problems. He's on just keeping it real. How is that keeping it real? What did he keep real, Ernesto? Why can't you say I love Manny? So you love a drug cheat? You love a guy who said he was afraid of needles but already had tattoos on his body? He got mad because his brother is some shit. Exactly. he got mad because his brother's a bum ass motherfucker. It got his ass whooped. But he know where to pull that shit at. But he gonna be careful because they take him to court. Abdullah over Keyshawn any day. Stay tuned is in the building. What's up, stay tuned? Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Stay tuned. Ohio versus Virginia. Oh man. Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn, that'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight. One thing you got to give Keyshawn credit though. He can fight. He can fight. But Abdullah Mason will be. I appreciate it. Abdullah Mason. Well, since you subscribe, stay tuned. I'm gonna give you a wrench. I'm gonna give you a wrench. There you go. One thing we can say about Keyshawn can fight. That'll be a good fight. I'm hating on my man, Manny. He ready to say, Manny Pacquiao ain't saving shit but the Philippines. He ain't saving no boxing. What the hell you talking about? You know the saying, if you fight in one, yeah, that's outside the ring. Inside the ring, that's your job. That's what you get paid for. That's your lifeline. You know the old saying, monkey see, monkey do? Dula will flatline Keyshawn. I don't know, man. I don't know. That might come down to who got the. You welcome. Just tell a friend. Subscribe to the channel. Bring more people in so we can ignore Monica when she talk about Bud Crawford. Just bring more people in so we can just ignore Monica when she talk about Bud Crawford the whole day. Oh man, that's corny. Some sore loser John. Exactly. Crazy man doing it for every Asian fight on earth. Pacquiao back on that Henny. Oh man, Manny Pacquiao. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all got problem, key to emotional for dude. Yeah, he emotional nigga, and that's his problem. Stay tuned. That's his problem. He got to calm down. Stop, he's overdoing it. He's overselling himself. We see it. He's overselling himself. Okay, we see you. We ain't got to see you. We ain't got to hear you welling. I think Keyshawn too much for a doula. See, Maul, no, But we gonna have to wait, Maul. We're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see. But if they fight. But you know who I want to see Keyshawn fight? That guy there. That's the only way we're going to humble him. Put him in the ring with him. And let's see what happens. Man. These dudes need to be humble. In 2-3 years, that's a doula all day long. A doula, Floyd Schofield. I think a doula right now is more skilled than Floyd Schofield. But I keep telling y'all, in 2 years, I'm gonna get him on the show. Scooter Davis is going to be the talk of the town. Scooter Davis, he had a body shot knockout in the second round. Washington D.C. Scooter Davis, shock season. He's going to be the man at 35 and 40. Watch what I tell y'all. If I'm still here, alive, knocking on the door, Scooter Davis. Mason is cold with it. Yeah, but who has the Doula Mason fought? See, this is the same thing about that Javier Herrera guy. Y'all keep saying these dudes cold. Should I pull a Doula Mason resume up? Okay, let's pull it up. I love this stuff, man. I got a couple more minutes, but y'all got to give me some super chats, man. Motivate me, because I'm about to get up out of here. I can't be wasting my time. Let me see. A Doula Mason box rack. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what the kid working with. See, y'all do all this talking. Let's see who he had fought. 19 wins. That's a Dula Mesa. Wait a minute. See, I take my background off because I like showing y'all facts. I like showing y'all facts. A Dula Mesa. 19 wins, no losses, 17 knockouts. Oh, so let's see who Abdullah Mesa fought. But we're gonna start from nah, I ain't going all the way down there. I'm gonna start 2023. But I'm go a little bit fast. Alex Averas, Oliver, you heard of him? Jose Cardenas, y'all heard of him? Yes. Benjamin Gourmet, Ronald Ron, Louis LeBron, I guess he's some kid in the LeBron James maybe. Mike O'Han Jr., Joaquin Vasquez, Manuel James, Carlos Amilas, and Jeremiah Nakatilla. I can go down some more. Jalen Phillips, Lucino Ramos, Luis Fernandez, Angel Vabola. Now, do y'all know any of them dudes except maybe two? Entertaining style, though. Yes, he lost a prelude. Davis and Crawford got a lot of angle build up. Can't be someone who ain't peace. Oh my God. That ever fight was going to hurt his career regardless. I wanted to see it. I don't care. I wanted to see it. So, why can't you say cans? Exactly. So, when I name these fighters on his box rack, that's his box rack. Wait a minute, wrong one, my fault. Okay, there you go. On his box rack, Dula Mason box rack. Y'all can't name nobody. So how we know if he's the goods if he really ain't fighting the goods? I'm trying to teach you people. I've been trying to teach y'all, but y'all don't want to learn. But I say anybody, it's about time to get up out of here. But I'm trying to teach y'all. Can't be someone who was at peace. Why can't they cans? Tomato cans. Nakatilla was done. Nakatilla ain't want nothing to do with nothing. He just got his paycheck and get up out of there, man. His eyes like that when he was fighting. He looked like he was high. So when these guys fight better, quality, competition, you guys, that's when we can judge them. You're right. We got to feed them. Tevin Farmer and George Kambosa. And when they stop them, then we know. Tevin Farmer going to be a problem for anybody. You're right, next generation. Tevin Farmer is going to be a problem for anybody, though. They might beat Tevin, but Tevin going to be a problem. Making pass the eye test. Yeah, I don't. You know me. Why can't how long you been on this? I don't get niggas the eye test. I don't get them eye test. A lot of people pass the eye test. Shit. A lot of them pass the eye test. But Bruce Ennis passed the eye test, right? Until he get up to 54 and fight them killers, then we will know what Bruce Ennis all about. When he get up to 54 and fight them real killers, then we will know who he's about. Keyshawn get up to 40 and fight them killers, then except Richard Hitchens. Richard Hitchens not no killer. Then we will know what he's about. Haney at 47, fight some of them dudes, then we'll know what he's about. We just gotta wait. Booth versus Sahara Butterchuck will look the same as Curran too. Butterchuck don't run. That'll be a fight there. This fight, he messed with him, turned up. God saved him. 2 losses for Davis is one night would have been history. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%, man. Y'all hit that like button before. I'm about, if y'all haven't got up, I'm about to get up out of here in a minute, man. But yeah, man, these dudes want to be great. They want to run their mouth. They want to do all this and all that. Show us. Fight better, quality competition. Keyshawn Davis had the chance to fight a good fighter, and Edward De Los Santos, but he fumbled the bag. He came in 4.5 pounds overweight. You know, so the jury is still out on Keyshawn Davis. You know, the jury is still out on Keyshawn Davis. We don't know. Unlike me, I know you guys give these dudes accolades. They the best if they got all these accolades. But accolades and resume is totally different. Accolades and resume is totally different. So when y'all go on them channels, they start hollering at accolades shit and all that. Accolades and resume is, oh, he's been undisputed 2 times. He's lineal and all this shit. Pull his resume up and tell me how many people you know. That'll solve the whole problem. Accolades, resumes is totally different, man. I'm about to get up out of here to Rebuttal Entertainment. Y'all hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I want all you guys on the show tomorrow because we're going to talk about y'all favorite fighter. We're going to talk about y'all favorite fighter in the fight I want to see. And then we can talk about the fight you guys want to see. So make sure y'all stay tuned tomorrow. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, man. Peace and blessings. I thank everybody for coming on the show, man. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.